Just be a person. Stop, I don't know, stop doing things and stop costing me money. All right. Good morning, everyone. Dave from the Wee Hours here, back with some more Project Hospital, where we are deeply in the hole. We are at negative $14,000 as the Wee Hours Boo Boo Help place opens for the morning, and Dr. Jess is seeing her first patient, Jordan Cole. Oh, you could have a whole bunch of things that are kind of gross and embarrassing to talk about. Urinary urgency, frequent urination. Yeah, you got some issues, Jordan. I got some issues too, because that $14,000 does not reflect the $80,000 loan we have out right now, so we're basically just shy of $100,000 in debt. And this place ain't making money. That's what we figured out at the end of the last episode. It's barely profitable, and I mean barely. I think we make like $3 a day or something, and we have so many things to add here. We've got to get hospitalization for the general surgery department up and running sooner rather than later, because that's the people we're turning away. I mean, it would help if Jordan Baker here was not playing solitaire and using the restroom while he was on duty, while I'm paying for him, but there it is. That's what he's doing. I guess he doesn't have anyone to deal with at the moment. So we need more expensive issues in this hospital, and that's where surgery is going to come in, I feel, because although Jordan Cole here has, again, some very embarrassing problems that I'm sure are causing him no end of distress, chances are it's going to be another one of these like $75 cures or $100 cure. We need more expensive people coming in the door. We need people who need surgery, because surgery, that can't be cheap. I'm not a hospital administrator in real life, but I've got to imagine that having surgery performed can't possibly be cheap. And I already started blowing out this area here for the general surgery department. I've already wasted the money on the corridor. That's what put us so deeply in the hole. Well, it's our wages that are putting us so deeply in the hole. The overnight wage payment is just, well, it's about $14,000 to be precise. So we're paying a ton of money for all these doctors, and Techie Bliffy is just standing outside his door doing nothing. Oh, he's doing something for Jordan Cole. Oh, good. Techie Bliffy, Jordan has a very embarrassing problem that is causing him no end of distress, so probably get his lab results going, sooner rather than later is a good idea. We did open up the second stat lab, which I think is valuable, although Techie Bliffy is right now just standing outside his door. Jordan is giving him some kind of sample that I don't want to know anything about. Techie Bliffy is putting it in the cabinet, and I'm sure he'll get on to analyzing it. And that'll take some of the heat off of Techie Polsk over here, who was the only stat lab for the entire hospital. So what I want to do for the next few minutes, off camera, if you will, off recording, is just kind of see how the money ticks in over the first half of the day. And then I'm pretty much committed, unless I'm seeing some extraordinary profit going on, which I'm not going to, because Judy Moore over here is just playing solitaire on her computer. She's clearly playing solitaire on her computer. Unless I'm seeing some sort of massive profit change that I wouldn't be aware of, I think we've got to commit to an astronomical bank loan to open up the general surgery hospitalization, because that's where we're turning people away. Most of the people who left yesterday needed surgery and couldn't get it at our hospital because we don't have the capacity to do that. So let me let a little time tick away here, and probably going to pull the trigger on another massive loan. Yeah, see, here's the thing. It's 12:30 in the afternoon, and we've only made about $1,400, give or take. A little bit more now. Internal medicine seems to be got some stuff going on. Might have to see what's going on over there. What's the deal? Slow it down a second, guys. What's going on with internal medicine that you guys are actually making some money over here? Remind me where internal medicine is. Are you internal medicine? Yeah, you're internal medicine, Jessica Hill. Yeah, you got kind of a lot on your plate, don't you? Wow! You just made $600. Oh, Jessica. Dr. Jessica, excuse me, Dr. Jessica. Didn't go to medical school to be called just plain Jessica. Dr. Jessica, I like you. You just made me $600 for one person. Well, that's a big help. Well, do we need to think about internal medicine now? Well, you know what? What's general surgery doing? No one, because I want the surgery department open. That is my logical next step. What are you guys, like you were in general surgery. You might have bacterial gastroenteritis. Oh, wow, that sounds horrible. Oh, and just the icon is a toilet that looks like it has a rocket ship exploding out of it. That can't be good. Oh, that can't be good. Or exploding into it is probably the... Oh, I'm so sorry, Christopher White. I'm so very, very sorry that you have bacterial gastroenteritis. That sounds really, really time-consuming, for one thing. So, back to general surgery here. Like, what are you guys doing? Go to my financials here. Where are you? That's you right there, yeah. Well, it says you haven't made a dime. However, internal medicine is kicking butt. $13.60 by 1:30 in the afternoon. Well, dang, internal medicine. Maybe you get hospitalization. We can do that, right? We've unlocked everything for internal medicine, right? Give me that, and give me not that. Give me internal medicine. Thank you. Internal medicine. Yeah, we could open up all of the hospitalization things. It's gonna be a small fortune. It's gonna absolutely be a small fortune. But if we're getting so many people coming in with gastroenteritis, that seems internal, right? I mean, it's internal until it's not, I guess, with that particular problem. But yeah, we could think about opening this up. If that's the hot spot, maybe we should open up the hospitalization for internal medicine. Okay, what do I do with that information? Where would I put it? I do have space here for a corridor. I did leave that open, because otherwise I would have just bricked it off, as I am wont to do. And I've got a corridor I could link up over here. That would be good. Could put it right behind here. Dr. Jessica, you may get yourself a brand new area. You have cellulitis. Now, what does that do? Common bacterial infection of the skin caused mostly by streptococci and staphylococci species. That's only $240. Still, though, that's pretty good. Because the general clinic, the emergency clinic, they're like $75 issues. I mean, if you're up to $240 and all you did is give them some antibiotics, this completely changes what I thought was going to happen when I started recording this. Maybe internal medicine is the hotspot. Maybe we need to deal with that. I'd like to just get a little bit more information about what's going on at general surgery. Like, you guys aren't really doing anything. And I gave you a whole extra doctor. Now nobody wants to be in there. This waiting room used to be packed to the brim, standing room only in a very real and literal sense. And now nobody needs any general surgery. Well, in their defense, we're terrible at it because we don't have hospitalization, so they really should go to another hospital for that. Now, you're wicked happy, Mark. We apparently dealt with your cellulitis. We gave you some antibiotics. We kicked you out the door, and we got $240 for it. Okie dokie. Maybe we're going to have a little hospitalization over in internal medicine because Dr. Jessica here. Oh, you may have just become my new star doctor. You're pricey. You're at 502. You're pricey, but you're getting it done, Dr. Jessica. So one of our goals is to reach 2,000 daily profit at internal medicine, which Dr. Jessica has technically done right now, but we haven't hit the end of the night, and her wages are going to be deducted out of that. So there's, what, $502 that Dr. Jessica makes? You need to basically deal with like 2 more patients by the end of the day to kick us over, well, $2,503 is what we need from you, Dr. Jessica. Now, here's a likely rube. Like here, I'm sorry, a very sick patient that we're going to give very wonderful care to, Mark Scott. We already know what you got. You got infectious mononucleosis. What are we going to do for you? Why are we interviewing you? We already know what he's got. He's got night sweats and a fever and swollen lymph nodes. We've already slammed it out at 100% for infectious what's-it. So why are we doing all these things? Do I need to take over, Dr. Jessica? I mean, don't get me wrong. I 100% trust you because you are, well, I don't know that I trust you at all. But check this. If we can get this guy dealt with, he's $720. Internal medicine makes us some money here. What's your little perk here? You're a tourist. Oh, does not speak native language. Slower communication, so it's going to be a lot harder for us to get you out the door. Okay, well, if we can just get you done for today, I think that meets our 2,000 daily profit at internal medicine, or at least it will at midnight tonight when we pay for Dr. Jessica. Okay, new change of plan. I'm just going to go through this day. I just want to see, well, first of all, if we can get that 2,000 daily profit, I think that's one of those grants that would come in super handy right now. And secondly, just kind of get a feel for where internal medicine is going to be, because that may be the new place that we focus on. Well, Mark Scott is still here. Dr. Jessica is still dealing with him, but he spent a lot of time going through lab results, so he spent a lot of time waiting for lab stuff to happen. I hope, the clinic is technically closed at this point. I'm hoping Dr. Jessica will just finish up with Mark here, because we've discovered all of his hidden symptoms. We know everything there is to know about Mark Scott, and we just need to give him some corticosteroids, which we're doing right now, and get him out the door for allegedly $720. That would be great. That would be fantastic. So go ahead and kind of do that, Dr. Jessica, please. Okay, yes, Mark Scott is out the door, and he did indeed pay us $720. Now, what does that do to our financials here? Yeah, see, internal medicine, $27.20, exactly what it should be. Now, oh, you know what, though? Darn it. I bet the wages for the people in the lab are going to count as well. And that, why do you look so sick? You work here. What's your deal? Your rest levels decrease faster because you had kids recently. Well, that's kind of not my fault, to be honest. And your rest levels decrease slower and faster. So you should basically be a net zero balance here. Just be a person. Stop doing things and stop costing me money. All right, so internal medicine's still a moneymaker. The clinic makes money, but it makes very tiny amounts of money. It just does it a lot. Okay, let's get through to midnight, then we're going to build some stuff tomorrow. Another bright new morning at the wee hours boo-boo help place, and we're even more deeply in the hole. We didn't reach any of our goals, no, because the wages are killing us, and I didn't really bear in mind that the wages of the people in the lab attached to the internal medicine department were going to kind of put a little damper on the whole profitability thing. Dr. Jessica's fantastic, but these guys are just sucking up wages at this point, although you did figure out what was wrong with Mark Scott, which was nice. So we're even more deeply in the hole right now. I have no idea if there's a financial end game. I know when Penge at the Geek Cupboard was playing this in the beta, money was not really an object. You could just go into crippling debt, and the game was 100% okay with that. Kind of like the real world, actually. But I don't know, is there a point where the game is going to say, you are in fact bankrupt? You need to stop playing Project Hospital because A, you're terrible at it. B, your hospital is 100% bankrupt and you need to go away now and we're shutting down your hospital. So far, nobody has alerted me to that. I've gotten no pop-up saying, hey, you're losing a lot of money here. You might want to consider becoming profitable. Nothing like that has come up. So I'm going to just go ahead and take out a massive loan and go back to plan A, which was opening up general surgery, hospitalization. And then, if the game doesn't have a problem with that, I might do the same thing over here. I probably won't. In between those two things, I'll probably open up the office for the next thing, which is orthopedics. So you know what, I'm just going to call it orthopedics. Orthopedics is the next office that we have to open. That's relatively straightforward and easy. But, heck, I think we just might open up some surgical wing here. And if the game is fine with me being, $97,000 in the hole, then why won't it be okay with me being $297,000 in the hole? Really, when you're looking at numbers that big, is there much of a difference? No, not really. Let me start fleshing some stuff out here. Of course, the first thing we have to do is take out a massive loan because I can't even put up a wall right now because I have negative $17,000. So, I don't know, a bunch of money. There, a bunch of money. That's going to cost me $3,000 a day in interest. That ain't nothing. Boy, sure, that's a lot of money, but nobody's saying I can't do this. No Project Hospital Bank is saying, oh, dear Lord, we're never going to lend you that kind of money. You're obviously fiscally irresponsible. Why would we give you $200,000? Well, because you didn't say I couldn't have it, basically. Now I can build walls and things. Cool. All right, so there's $60 and another $80. Well, it's not my money. It's the bank's money. They gambled. They lost. All right, now back to plan A, fleshing some things out and seeing what we can do over here. I am definitely going to, first of all, give me general surgery. That is general surgery. Okay, definitely going to be prefabbing a bunch of these for a couple of reasons. Well, 3 reasons. One, it'll actually probably end up being slightly less expensive because the game is a little, not so much on the decoration, and I'll just go nuts with the decoration. So the game's just going to put in what I need. Also, the game is a lot smarter about placement, and when we get into any of the rooms with the beds, there's a ton of objects that have to be put in exactly the right position in relation to the bed, and it's just wicked fidgety. So I'm just going to prefab those out. Third reason, game's a lot smarter about staffing issues. So I would probably go with the bare minimum staff, and the game I've noticed in my little parallel game that I'm running is a lot smarter about saying, yeah, actually you need like 2 nurses there and 2 doctors there. One of them won't be able to get the job done. Long story short, let's start fleshing some of this out. So general surgery, yes, I would like to build some general surgery stuff here and give me some prefabs. Now, what do we need for general surgery? Got the offices, and we've got the lab, the surgical lab. We do have that somewhere, right? Yeah, I think it's that thing over there. So, starting with the on-call room, do I have a choice of on-call rooms, or do I just get the huge one? 8x6 and 10x6. Well, I'll just take the smaller of the two. Let's not go nuts here. So, an on-call room, I don't know, sort of there-ish? Yeah, why not? And, hey, it ain't my money. It ain't my money. And what else do we need here? We need a nurse's station. I'll just take the regular version of that, please. Now, could I do sort of a little... I could do a little corridor there, but that's just going to completely make that dead space. However, if I did one here, I could get another corridor going out the back end there. Yeah, that's probably the smarter way to do that. Okay, nurse's station, complete. High dependency unit. Now, that just has 1... bed in it. I'd actually like a little bit more than that. I think that would be smarter. Let me renegotiate some of these corridors and whatnot. And actually, I've got some space over here. Actually, although is that just going to lock down that area? Yeah, kind of. There's no real exit out of that area. I could do it, but I'm not gonna. Let me just rehash and rework some of these corridors here to get a little more space efficient. Okay, so I've just been steadily fleshing this out and prefabbing pretty much everything. I'm giving the surgery department its own cleaning closet down here. That was a prefab. That's why it's got so much stuff in it. Apparently the game isn't quite as efficient as I thought it was going to be, and I would never put all these lockers up. I don't know why you need 2 cleaning buckets. Anyway, long story short, general surgery is going to have its own cleaning area because we had that problem with radiology where no one would go in and clean the x-ray room, so let's make sure that doesn't happen here. And its own little staff waiting room, staff relaxation, staff room kind of area, because why not? Why not? Now, what have I got left to put in here? The sonography and the cardiography unit are optional, as I recall. So, operating room, the big one, $25K for this. Okay, where is that going to live? Pretty much right here is what I think. Yeah, that's why I wanted to prefab this, because all of those things need to be in very specific places in relation to other things. Like even that little blue tray there needs to be in a specific spot in relation to the bed. So yeah, we're going to prefab this one out, no question. I'm not testing my luck with that. All right, there's a place where you guys can slice people open and then hopefully put them back together in a reasonably appropriate manner. What's left? The high dependency unit. I guess I should probably just take, well, you know what, again, 4,500 or, wow, that's actually a huge jump. 4,500 to 13K. I was going to say the difference between one and the other can't be that much. It's actually extraordinarily different. High dependency unit could live here-ish. Flip that around. I guess. Why not? It's got 4 beds. That's the thing. That's really good. That's a lot of people we can cram in here. Okay, sure. Now, going to management, what do I actually need that's left? Apart from humans, I got that. So we still need the diagnostic unit and the regular ward. My God, this thing needs a lot of stuff. Okay, so give me back to building, please. Diagnostic unit and the ward. All right, where do those live exactly? The regular ward right there, okay, and diagnostic unit down there. There's 10K and another 26 for the... Ooh, we should get the good ward, though. We should probably get the good ward, yeah, with a bunch of beds in it. That seems good. Okay, well, back to building. Okay, I can slide the diagnostic unit over here, and we're actually out of the edge of the map here. This hospital, just the surgery department alone, has made this thing massive. Talk about a surgical wing. I have indeed done a surgical wing over here. Oh, so much. I'm never going to be able to pay any of this back. Sorry, bank. This is just not going to happen. And so that was the diagnostic unit, and we needed the ward. The ward, right. We'll get the good ward. We'll get the big ward. And I'm actually going to throw that up in the corner here, so I've got room to do another corridor going out the side here. Yes, do it like that, please. Okay, cool. While I'm just vaguely thinking about it, I'm going to make a couple of these areas little miniature waiting rooms. It's a good spot down here for one of those. It's kind of out of the way, but it'll be fine. And let me just go ahead and, while I'm sort of, again, thinking about it, get some couches in there. Remind me where couches live. There they go. So a couple of sofas there and there. Anywhere else I can squeeze in a little mini waiting room for surgery. Not so much, really. Not so much. Can I get one just tucked into that corner there? So if I said, is that 2x4? 2, 3? No, 3x2. Darn it. Okay, well, you're just going to have to wait in the regular waiting room and then, you know, sort of move along. Speaking of which, can I get a door? Yeah, it looks like I can. Between these two areas, like here. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. So the waiting room is here. People can come in here, but they could leave out here, so they don't have to walk all the way around the corridor to get over there. And I'm just now seeing that wall is not completely taken down yet. Mr. Gorbachev, kids, ask your parents. That comes down, and that goes actually over there. No, I actually want to put the wall back up, just in a different direction. There we go. There we go. Okay, so that just sort of blocks off that area. Have I done that properly? Oh, okay. I put a door there for no particular reason. Actually, just take the whole darn thing down. You know what? It's fine. It's a very weird closet. You know what? It's all fine. Everything's 100% fine. I'm so deeply in the hole in this game. Let's have we done everything? Have we done everything? Please say yes, General Surgery Department. Tick, 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 tick. Cardiology, optional. Sonography, optional. We may come back to those later. Now, I just need to hire a ton of people for this. A ton of people for this. Okay, great. Super. Nurses? What do you got for me here? What do you got? You have... Oh, wow, you're terrible at everything. You're really good at surgery. You're 89% on surgery. You're just broadly good. I mean, you cost a fortune, but at this point, I don't know how much I care. I really don't. No. Give me you. You are terrible. You are terrible. You're pretty good, Carol. Carol, you're in. Okay, so that's 3 doctors for the day staff. Great. How about one more? Because apparently we need it. You are terrible. You are terrible. You are terrible. Judy is good. Fantastic. Judy, you're on board. So that's 3 day staff. Now I need nurses over here. Nurse, patient care, clinical nurse specialist. Sure. Absolutely. Why not? You seem like a perfectly reasonable human being. You're a semi-not-terrible receptionist, but we don't really need that here. Not so much. Wow, you're all terrible. You know what? I'm hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. I'll spend the 25K to refresh it. Why not? Yeah, you'll do. You'll do. You're fine. You're totally fine. Seem like a perfectly nice person. Patient care is all pretty low here. You're pretty decent at patient care. That's my 3 for the day staff. Now I need 1 surgery nurse. Okay, where does that live? Where is that in surgery? I would assume that was in surgery somewhere. Where did I put surgery? Where did I put the surgical place? The place where we slice into people. There it is. Okay. All right, let me just finish off hiring my staff here. Okay, everyone is hired. Even Michael Wilson, our new custodian down here, he's on deck. All positions have been filled. Everything is ready to go. All my little boxes are ticked in hospitalization for general surgery. No mean feat, even with prefabbing. It's a lot to do here. Okay, what's going on? Hey, we've already got some people in beds. Neat. They've already transported some. What's your deal? It's Christopher Lee again. Loved you in those old Hammer horror movies. Welcome back, Christopher Lee. You've been in and out of our hospital many, many times. Now, here's what I'm talking about. Here's what I'm talking about. We get Christopher Lee dealt with in surgery. He's going to give us $1,890 for his peptic ulcer disease. Now, do we actually have to operate on you? What are our active treatments? We're doing a proton pump inhibitor. That sounds intimate. And we're giving you a lot of different pills. Vitamins and stomachics and analgesics and more with the proton pump. That sounds very sci-fi and intimate. Okay, great. Well, you're going to give us like $2,000. See, this is where the money is going to be. Realistically, I'll probably never dig my way out of that hole. But, you know, we're on a right path. We're getting somewhere. We've got Christopher Lee. He's not dead. He's not doing any new movies, but he's not dead. And he's about to give us $2,000 if we can get him out the door. Okay, let me speed this up a little bit through the day and see if we actually get to cut into anyone. I notice all this nerd. What are you doing? Oh, you're performing an interview on Christopher Lee from a different room. Is it a video conference? I notice you're at your PC. I think you're on Facebook. Is it a video conference with Christopher Lee? No, we're wheeling Christopher Lee somewhere else. We're wheeling him in here. Okay. I feel for an interview, you could have just walked across the hall, but who am I? I'm not a doctor. That's fine. You do whatever it is you feel the need to do, so long as you get Christopher Lee to give us $1,890, please. And he did. He did. $1,890. It was just fading off into the distance there. Thank you, Christopher Lee. Good luck with your future projects. Apparently, we've dealt with your peptic ulcer disease to the tune of almost $2,000. Now, unfortunately, that was just a single patient. That's it. The room is empty now. 4 of those beds filled up. That might be nice. And we haven't actually cut into anyone yet. We haven't sliced anyone open. You're a surgeon, right? I hired you to do surgery stuff, right? Wait. You dealt with Christopher Lee. Okay, you helped to deal with Christopher Lee. Fantastic. Yeah, you're my surgeon, and you might be my anesthesiologist. You can do both. You can kind of go back and forth and kind of sit on the fence and do whatever it is you feel like doing. You're using the restroom. I probably won't watch you do that. What else is going on around here? I am so in debt. Well, we're still not slicing anyone open, but we are doing a lot of things in this room. It is getting a lot of action, which is good. At least I'm getting some use out of this stuff. Looking at the budget, looking at the old financials here, yeah, general surgery, definitely an uptick in general surgery. It's still probably never going to be profitable because our wages with all the doctors and nurses and even the custodian that we had to hire will drag us down in that regard. Internal medicine has slowed down a little bit. They're probably jealous that they didn't get hospitalization first. The real drag is intensive care. Intensive care is consistently negative money, which I guess is because nobody needs to be intensively cared for. I feel where we've got the money, well, we don't really have the money, we owe the money, but we've got the money. Do we want to just go ahead and buy an ambulance? Because that's got to be what we need for intensive care. My very brief homework on it says the ambulance basically unlocks like little challenges, but I gotta figure those are going to be intensive care challenges. So how would we go about, oh, you're wicked happy. What did we do for you? You had shingles. That really happens a lot in this town. That is extraordinarily frequent. And Dr. Jess, you're dealing with Lisa Hernandez. Oh, she's one of these people who had virtually everything. Yeah, Raynaud's syndrome, golfer's elbow. Oh, Dr. Jess nailed it to Raynaud's syndrome. Dr. Jess is really good on the diagnosis. Really, really good on that. Not Dr. Jessica. That's a completely different doctor. Dr. Jess, very, very good on the diagnosis. So, back to my thoughts about an ambulance. Apparently we can't do an ambulance yet because we haven't unlocked it. Interesting. I wonder, well, who gives us an ambulance? Which one of these little insurance company people is going to give us an ambulance? I don't know, because I don't know what their rewards are. That being said, though, it wouldn't kill us to open up orthopedics. Maybe we have to unlock everything here to get that. It doesn't tell me on this. No, I don't know what I need to open up an ambulance. Well, maybe I'll just open up an orthopedics clinic just for good measure. Although, I should probably focus on getting... Oh, hi, what's your deal? Oh, great. I knew they were jealous. Hospitalization on internal medicine department is not functional. I knew you guys were going to start a turf war about internal medicine versus general surgery. Well, sorry, Michael Lee. Are you related to Christopher Lee? Because he's in and out of here a lot. You're going to have to go to another hospital because... I mean, I suppose I could just take out another $500,000 loan or something along those lines and open up hospitalization over there. But let's focus on actually slicing some people open in general surgery before we do that. That would probably be good. Speaking of which, going back to my financials here, where is my financials? Yeah, okay, general surgery is... it's not going to be profitable because of the wages, but it's the leader right now. It's in the leaderboard. Internal medicine, you really dropped the ball today. I know we had to send one person home, but you were kicking butt yesterday, and the general clinic is sort of muddling along. Now, radiology doesn't make us a dime, and in fact costs us money in wages. This is the one thing I would do, and we kind of checked in on this thought in other episodes of Project Hospital. This doesn't make real-world sense. Radiology is purely diagnostic. So we're doing x-rays, we're doing MRIs, we're doing all of that stuff. All of those things cost a fortune in a regular hospital. In fact, if anything, radiology should be the leader in money, but it doesn't because it appears to be just purely diagnostic. We're not actually, quote-unquote, curing anyone or dealing with them. I know. Say goodbye, Michael Lee. That doesn't make real-world sense. It's probably my number one complaint about Project Hospital, and I adore Project Hospital. It's an amazingly fun game. But the fact that the diagnostic areas don't make any money doesn't make any real-world sense. You go in for an x-ray or, God forbid, an MRI, your insurance company is going to be paying through the nose for that thing. That should be where we're making all the money, but we're not. This is the game we got. So let's see if we can slice into somebody, and I don't know if anyone's going to need any surgery today. That's the problem. I don't know if anyone needs to get their inside sliced open and then put back together. Dr. Jessica's on duty, though, with Jordan Rodriguez. He also has infectious mononucleosis. That's really good, Jordan, because Dr. Jessica is extremely good at that. She nails that down, and that is going to give us another $720. Yeah, go for it, Dr. Jessica. I know you're a little jealous of the general surgery area, but learn to cope. You're next on my list. And that is probably a good place to leave it on Project Hospital for today. Boy, we are deeply in debt, but we can do surgery now, so that will be fun. And we're actually, weirdly, starting to run out of room here. I think we may have to think about that whole second floor thing that I put the elevator for down so long ago that I don't even remember where it is at this point. But somewhere around here I've got an elevator so we can get to the second floor. Hey, if you've enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe you're just checking me out for the first time, consider hitting that subscribe button so you can see more of this ridiculous nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you as always for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time. Anyone want to get the head out of the hot tub? Did you want to maybe pull this head out of the hot tub? That's not sanitary, guys. That is not okay. That's a health code violation in the mansion.